Promise strength.
What's up, YouTube? Bill Mack here once again for Pro Wrestling Unleashed. And today's episode will be the WWE Clash of Champions pay-per-view. This is a Raw-themed pay-per-view. I think this is the first one of the new era. And so we are discussing today. I will give you my opinions, my predictions for this upcoming, actually tomorrow's pay-per-view. Starts at 7 o'clock to kick off the show on WWE Network, which if you don't have it now, get it for $9.99. And if you're a new subscriber, you may get that month free. So check it out. You know, good plug for WWE because, hey, you need somebody to plug your channel. You got to do it. So, here at Pro Wrestling Unleashed, we definitely do wrestling. What is wrestling? All wrestling's news. So, today, like I said, we're going to get right into the predictions. This is the Raw-themed Clash of Champions pay-per-view. So, let's get right into the predictions. This matchup, first matchup we have, will be on the kickoff show. It will be the She-Beast, which I like to call her, Nia Jax, taking on the loose cannon. I would say Alicia Fox or Crazy Alicia Fox or whatever you want a nickname you want to give her. They're gonna be taking on each other, and trust me, folks, without even hesitation, my choice for this matchup is going to be Nia Jax, just because of how dominant WWE has Nia Jax in her debut. I mean, the woman is phenomenal. She's strong. She has been just manhandling these poor little girls. They've been feeding her here. I'm pretty sure with Alicia Fox is hopefully the entrance into the women's division on Raw. And hopefully now on she will actually have legitimate matches rather than making her the monster and feeding her to these girls that nobody's even heard of in WWE. It's like what kills me about WWE with these jobbers is like they're praising to the moon and back these superstars because they beat up a jobber like Braun Strowman, who's not expecting him to squash somebody. You know, I mean, look at Nia Jax. These girls she's fighting, she's not fighting anybody we know. She's not fighting people we even care about. So who's not expecting her? It's not like it shocks me, and WWE, it kills me when they do that. Is they talk about it shocking like, oh my goodness, they got strong. Of course she is. Look who she's fighting. You know, even what makes it bad is even the fans start calling them jobbers. They don't even care what their names are. They just call them jobber. You know, let's go jobber, which is sad. Alicia Fox is not a jobber, but she's not that well of a wrestler as well. You know, she's kind of really rarely used, and I guess this is kind of like a good feeding for her to kind of introduce Nia Jax into the Raw Women's division. So, without hands down, and I mean, just the way she manhandled Alicia Fox the last time they faced each other, I'm just going with Nia Jax all the way in this first kickoff show matchup. So that's only one matchup on the kickoff show. We get right into the meat of the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. First matchup we have is Chris Jericho, Y2J, taking on Sami Zayn. Now this has been a good. I like Jericho where Jericho is right now. The man has been kind of money on the mic for them the last few months since his return back. To me, in my opinion, this has been one of the best returns of Jericho's ever had. Best, run that he's been on since he's been back. To me, I feel like he's been gold. And no matter who he's been facing here for the company, to me, he's one of his best runs since his initial run. So, he is taking on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn really hasn't taken off. I mean, you know, they've tried to make him like a lovable loser type, lovable guy who everybody wants to get behind. But guess what, WWE? Nobody's getting behind Sami Zayn. Nobody's getting behind the dude. He gets cheers, you know. If he's around NXT fans, he may get cheers. For the most part, he gets dead receptions when he comes into it, dead, reactions. So I'm looking for maybe Y2J to come over on top and defeat Sami Zayn in this. I don't see Sami Zayn winning it at all. I mean, I know they might try to push Sami Zayn or want Sami Zayn, but I don't see him beating Chris Jericho, not with the run Chris Jericho has been having. So I choose Chris Jericho in this first matchup. against Sami Zayn to defeat Sami Zayn. So that's my choice. Next matchup we have, folks, is one I'm pretty sure you're going to be clapping about because it's finally over with. No matter who wins this matchup, it's finally going to be over with because I know I've been tired of it, and I know you fans probably been tired of it too. And it is the conclusion of the best of 7 between Cesaro and Sheamus. Mind you, whoever wins this it will tell who's the dominant wrestler between the two and hopefully get a future shot at the WWE Universal title. So, as you recap, Sheamus went up 3-0 on Cesaro, but we all as fans know that it's more than likely going to go 7, and sure enough, it did. Cesaro managed to make his way and come back and to fight to a 3-3 draw. This matchup here will decide on who is the dominant wrestler between the two, who is going to get that elusive WWE Universal title matchup whenever it happens, however it happens. So, in this, I'm just going with what the momentum shows. And Cesaro has won 3 straight. There's no reason for him not to win this one. I hope it's a good match. I mean, it's a Cesaro Sheamus match. So, we hope that it's going to win up like that. But I'm choosing Cesaro to win. I'm looking for him to get a push. He should get a push on Raw. He's a good competitor. He should have a title. So I'm looking for Cesaro to come out on top of Sheamus in this matchup. I don't see him letting him come back 3-0 and then all the way back and then lose. So my momentum is riding with, and my pick is Cesaro to defeat Sheamus to win the best of 7 4 matches to 3. So Cesaro will be my next pick in this matchup. Next up, we have a Cruiserweight Championship matchup. Now, that last week on Raw, we saw a 4-way matchup for the Cruiser number 1 contender spot for the first ever Cruiserweight Championship match. We saw the Brian Kendrick, who is one that we know in WWE. He was away for 7-8 years. He's been helping down in the Performance Center. He's tried to help Eva Marie learn how to wrestle. I mean, he's a great wrestler. He was back when he had the cruiserweights or light heavyweights or however you want to then. But he's taking on T.J. Perkins. T.J. Perkins, as you know, if you watched the Cruiserweight Classic, was the winner of the first ever Cruiserweight bout that they had where these competitors from all over competed, and one by one it slowly started narrowing down, and TJ Perkins won the Cruiserweight Classic, therefore winning the Cruiserweight Championship. Now this will be his first title defense. I don't see him losing it because one, we haven't been familiar who he is yet. We know who Brian Kendrick is. We saw other competitors in the Cruiserweights, but we don't know who TJ Perkins is. But my bet is I don't see WWE putting it on Brian Kendrick, even though we know Brian Kendrick's 37. He almost be 38. TJ Perkins is a younger guy coming in. I see them, TJ Perkins retaining his matchup over Brian Kendrick. But I look to this as far as match-wise content. I look for this to being a good matchup. So I look for TJ Perkins to retain the WWE Cruiserweight Championship during his matchup with Brian Kendrick. Up next, we have a matchup for a feud that's been quite a while. It's been kind of stretched out back and forth, and it's for the U.S. title. We've seen the feud going on the last few months, between Roman Reigns and Rusev. Rusev being the champion, first of all, getting humiliated with his quotes wedding celebration with Lana while they were on Raw. Rusev going after Roman Reigns at times. Roman Reigns basically coming after Rusev, putting him out for a while. Rusev coming back and attacking him last week. Put him in accolade. This has been a back and forth feud. I'm looking for it, and hopefully builds Roman Reigns fan base, or people actually start liking Roman Reigns instead of booing Roman Reigns. But anytime you put him against somebody from Russia or somebody from Iran or Iraq or wherever, they're always trying to push the America thing. So this is a close deciding matchup. They could make Roman Reigns the U.S. champion. um, I think they will. I think that something will happen, or unless Rusev wins by disqualification. I don't see Rusev winning fair, which you not expect to with a heel. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns for this. I think he may give him the U.S. title because I don't think he's had the U.S. title at all. I know Dean Ambrose did, but I know Roman hasn't. They may give him the U.S. title and maybe keep his feud when Rusev's still continuing on, because I don't see him going and feuding with the winner of whoever wins the Universal Championship. I just don't see that no time soon, because WWE had a plan for originally it was Balor and Rollins to have a long feud with each other. But I see with Owens and Reigns now, whoever wins that, I see them still having that same feud no matter who wins. So. But I'm going to choose Roman Reigns to win the WWE US Championship matchup against Rusev. Up next, folks, we have the WWE Tag Team Championship matchup between the longest reigning tag team in WWE history, with the New Day taking on the Club, which is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And I think, excuse me a minute. This has been a long feud. This has been a good feud. I have liked this tag team feud over the last few months, but I think it's about time for once, I might feel like it's time for the club to win the titles. I am saying it now. I've been pulling for the New Day to keep those titles each pay-per-view prediction I've done, but I think this time I feel that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, it's their time. New Day's had over 400 plus days. I don't see them going another month and carrying it around. So I think it's about time to let the guys run with it, to have the heels as the tag team champions, to let the New Day or whoever else, or Enzo and Cass maybe come after them, whoever to come after them. But I look for it to be the New Day's had their time. They've had it over a year now. But I look for the club to win the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. So my pick is the club to win that. Up next, we have the women's matchup for the Raw Women's Championship. I'm looking for the matchup is a triple threat matchup, as we've seen happen since last week. Charlotte made a point to bring it to Mick Foley's attention that both Bayley and Sasha Banks, both shoulders were down. Hence, there was no clear number one contender. So Mick Foley made it a point to make it a triple threat matchup, having Charlotte take on Bayley, take on Sasha Banks. This looks to be a good matchup here. Charlotte's had it for a while. I know Bayley is still trying to get her grasp and winning the people over. I don't see Bayley getting that championship right now. So if it would be my choice, I feel like Sasha Banks may win back the Raw Women's Championship. So my pick will be in this matchup, but I look for it to be a good matchup. These three women can wrestle and can put on a good match. So if they just put on a really good match, it'll make it great for the title matchup in a triple threat. So I look for this to be a good matchup. I hope all these matchups on this card up to this point are really good matches, and I see no reason why they can't. Even the Cesaro and Sheamus matchup, which you know how I felt about it. I just mentioned that. Last but not least, and this will be the main event for the night of the Clash of Champions pay-per-view, will be the WWE Universal Champion Kevin Owens taking on Seth Rollins. I like this feud. I see this feud continuing on for another month or so. I'd love to see it. I like seeing it because both guys, Seth Rollins is now starting to get that babyface turn. And he started getting cheers, which is what we want, because we want him by the time Triple H shows up and feuds with him, for him to be a full babyface. And it's good that they slowly build it. Don't push him off first, But I look for Kevin Owens is always awesome on the mic, great performer in the ring. I look for this to be a great matchup. But I look for somehow for Kevin Owens to retain his title, whether because Triple H, mind you, has not been in seen since he helped Kevin Owens win that title. So it'll be interesting to see if Triple H makes his appearance. I think he may. I think it'll prompt again for him to interfere, allowing Seth Rollins to lose, allowing Kevin Owens to keep and retain the WWE Universal Championship. So my pick will be Kevin Owens based on probably with an appearance from Triple H and further his upcoming feud with Seth Rollins for WrestleMania 33. So there are my picks. I'll go round them up for you. My picks are Nia Jax, Chris Jericho, Cesaro, T.J. Perkins, Roman Reigns, Gallows and Anderson, the club, Sasha Banks, and Kevin Owens. Those are my picks and winners for the tomorrow's Clash of Champions pay-per-view Raw theme. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, if you like this video, fans, like my videos. Okay, like them. Subscribe to my channel. If you like wrestling content or any kind of content on my page, check it out and subscribe to my channel. And share it with other people. Let other people who are wrestling fans know. If you like wrestling, have any ideas, drop them in comments. Let me know. I'll if it's the top 5 or top 10 or whatever. I do these reports. I try my best to send these wrestling reports and get them out to you to watch, just in case you may not catch something or like a quick overview of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, like it, subscribe it. I thank you for watching it. And like I said, subscribe. And until next time, with the Raw report, it looks like it'll be the next thing I drop for you. Take care. And this is the ending for this video. WWE Clash of Champions for Pro Wrestling Unleashed. This is Bill Mack. And until next time, take it easy, folks.